ghouls with greenish skin. So close your eyes and you will find that you have arrived in Frightenstein. Perhaps the Count will find a way to make his monster work today. For if he solves this monster mania, he can return to Transylvania. So welcome where the sun won't shine, to the castle of Count Frightenstein.
Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. Welcome to the first Halloween edition of CanCon, my exploration of the finer and some of the not-so-fine points of Canadian culture and media. Okay, so as a Canadian child who watched a lot of TV in the 80s and 90s, I was exposed to some pretty heavy unintentional nightmare fuel like Don't Put It in Your Mouth and Nanaland. But today I wanted to talk about some of the intentional nightmare fuel made available to Canadian children. So for Halloween this year, I'm going to talk about something pretty strange and unique. The Hilarious House of Frightenstein was a skit show starring the now late Canadian comedic icon Billy Van as the Count Frightenstein, a son of Dracula who was exiled to Canada for failing to revive a Frankenstein monster named Bruce. This show really stuck out to me as a kid. It had a very unique visual style which caught the eye. It was like Sesame Street, but hosted by psychotic murderers. Kinda sounds like the premise of Candle Cove, but super actually really real and kinda cringy. Admittedly, the show wasn't nearly as scary as some of the unintentional stuff put out on Canadian television, but this series managed to pay tribute to horror film culture while remaining kid-friendly. With characters like the Professor, the Pet Vet, and the Grammar Slammer, this show mixed elements of the horror genre, comedy skit shows, and educational programming, creating something that could appeal to all ages. It even had the legendary horror icon and notable non-Canadian Vincent Price doing the intro and outro, as well as starring in a skit where he recited dark humor-themed poetry. My favorite skit was the Wolfman as a radio DJ. It was a parody of Wolfman Jack, a popular radio host, musician, and actor of the era. So this isn't something that I recommend you binge watch or anything. It's not bad, but it's just some weird, vague, fever-like memory from my childhood that I had to track down, and I figured I'd share it with you guys. Once again, this was Fade Dragon Fear, wishing you a safe and fun Halloween. Peace out.
The castle lights are growing dim. There's no one left but me and him. When next we meet in Frankenstone, don't come alone.